we talking about?
Now we all knew nothing was going to happen to that boy. His ass was getting out. It's like I said before, WETV always making some shit look dramatic, and it's not. You know, he was supposed to be catching a bus from over there, and the bus wasn't ready, so they took him back. Here's the thing about them damn prisons. They just like to mess with you on the way out. They could have let that boy go to his parents right then and there instead of taking him all the way back to the damn place, because they had his damn paperwork. They had his paperwork on him, so they was just being dicks. They didn't have to do that.
How easy it is to get you locked up and how hard they're going to let you go.
What's up, True Feelings family? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Crystal. As you know, I do not do long intros, so let's just get right into this dang old video. Now, I ain't got no shits and giggles for you with Ray and Brittany, because they wasn't nothing funny about nothing that we watched with them on Friday. It really wasn't. In fact, it was really some really sad shit. Let's talk about it. Now, first, I was really confused. I was confused that the mother didn't get out and go hugging him till I realized, you know, that's not even his real mama. So that makes sense, because I'm like, I don't give a shit. My husband couldn't tell. My husband tried to make me wait in the car, or wait so he could film something when my son came home. I ran. I'm sorry, I ran to my baby. I did not give a shit. But if you caught it, Grandma was about to get out there and go hug her baby, but he told her to sit her ass in the car, so she sat her ass back in the car.
Just stay in the car.
He's like, you know, they gonna have to do their little cameo and film and shit. So he just told her to sit back in the car. And I think that's why they just waited in the car. They know their ass is on the show, so they know they have to do the meet and greet and hug and shit, and then they gotta talk afterwards. We all know how this shit works. But Miss Vin Rhymes, she got her damn hug. He hugged her first, and it was set out and planned that way for that to happen, because that's what the show does. So she should be happy and ain't gonna talk no shit. And you see him in the car with her, he's looking at them titties.
Eventually we'll get that time to spend together by ourselves.
He won't touch them titties. He really won't touch them titties. I know. He's like, damn. And he said it, I wish it was me and her by herself. That was his wish too. He want to get some ass before he go play around with these people.
I was time with Brittany, but my family wanted to be there.
Especially he had to go right back to a damn halfway house after getting out of prison. Now I know how he felt about that, because when I picked up my son, but I was blessed enough where the parole officer let my son come home for a couple of days before I had to take him back to a facility where he could not get out for another 3 months. They have more freedom, but they still are kind of locked up and can't go anywhere. You know, but they're getting treated.
We waited so long for this day, and felt like I'm basically being locked up again.
Okay, love you. Bye-bye.
So if he's patient, he'll be all right though. Now, when he went into his story of how he lost his mother. I think he said at 11. She was shot 5 times, and till this day they don't know why, who, what, or what. And for an 11-year-old kid to have to suffer with that pain, wow, I just can't imagine. But I'm gonna tell you something. Black families, you know, I'm gonna just speak for my black family. When I went through my trauma getting molested, you would think they throw your ass in counseling. That's what they should have did. But I come from a really religious family, so what's said in the house, done in the house, is stay in the house. Now they took care of the situation, but I still should have went to counseling. But they wanted to pray everything off. Everything you pray to God, you'll be okay. But no, and I say that to say, this young man needs counseling. He still needs to deal with that. Being in prison for 4 years don't give you counseling. They don't give a shit about your trauma in prison. No one's checking up on you. No one gives a shit. So I hope that this child goes to counseling. And I know he's a man, and when I say child and boy, I really don't mean to be disrespectful, but I got kids their age. My oldest son is damn near 40. So when I say that child or boy, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. They are children to me.
They don't know who shot her, why she was killed, or nothing like that. I could have handled it in a different way, maybe if I knew why. You know, then I'd be kind of at peace, and just, it brought out another side of me I ain't have no care in the world for nothing, nobody.
So let's just go back. Yes, this boy needs counseling. And I hope BRITNEY, she said he needs some time. She said something, I'll play the clip.
He shouldn't be judged right away. He should have time to get on his feet and adjust. And I also feel that it does give me time as well. It works best for me.
Now, I'm hoping she stick true to her word. This boy needs more time. But see, with BRITNEY, that could be 30 days, 60 days.
I want us to have children, at least 2 back-to-back, and just be happily ever after.
He need a whole year to figure out himself and to deal with the death of his mother. I'm going to say he never dealt with that because he was on drugs. He said it. I don't want this boy to... these new pills and shit that they got now, that shit is killing people. We done lost about 4 clients fucking from ODing. So I'm hoping he don't fuck up and go back to using drugs, because right now doing dope, it's a life or death. It's a death sentence right now, not life. It's a death sentence, because the old drug dealers back in the 90s, they used to at least care about you and didn't want to kill your ass. Now, the one thing that just disturbed me, I don't know if you guys caught it. I see a lot of shit when I'm editing and things are slowing down. But that damn car ride they did was the choppiest editing, and you could see where they would cut and go from one thing to another. That was a silent ride. Please tell me. I know more than that shit was talked about in that damn car. I would want to hear it. I know me as a mom, if my son, even the daddy, let's say the daddy, my son got a new boo, you've been dating for 9 months, even the grandma, somebody should have been in that car talking shit. I was waiting for grandma to start asking the real hard questions about his relationship and how we feel about this girl. That would have been the shit coming out of my mouth. That is what I was hoping to hear from grandma. But grandma didn't say shit. She was just in the back seat on her phone and shit. I'm like, grandma, I was rooting for you last time. I know you got a whole lot of shit to say, and I want you to say it. Maybe they just gonna ease our asses into it. I don't know. But like I said, it wasn't nothing funny about their story that last on Friday, was it? I didn't expect to hear that. It was really sad, and I really feel for this young man. And like I said, I hope he gets counseling, because black families were notorious for not putting our fucking kids in counseling. He needed counseling at 11. But what they think is that we'll just get over it. They'll be okay. They don't really do check-ins when people die. I know when I lost my grandfather, nobody checked in. I was raised with my grandparents, so that was my dad. No one checked in with me, and because of that, I started doing cocaine. I started doing all kind of little shit. You know what they say about PK kids? I wanted to be bad. I got tired of being good, so that was just like my opportunity, because the person that I loved was gone. So for him, like I said, yeah, there's nowhere to go with that. I want him to seek a therapist and talk that through, because that's some traumatic shit. And to still live today and not know why and who killed your mom, that's some hard shit to have to deal with.
Like, full of rage and anger.
Because you want to know. There'll be a little bit of peace if they just knew who killed her. And I'm putting this out in the universe. They got, I love watching cold case files. I love them. And I'm believing in the Lord that they're going to find the person who took his mama's life. I'm just putting that out there as a prayer. Everybody agree with me in agreement, because we want the son of a bitch who took his mama's life. I want their ass caught. I was going to say some other shit, but I'm not going to say it, because that'd be disrespectful. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm not. You guys are probably thinking what I'm thinking, but I'm not going to say it, because you know how that shit go when the wife goes. It's like, who did it? And half the time the people who did it be the husbands or boyfriends or something. Just saying. Anyway, let me get off before I say something that I really shouldn't say. Don't be an asshole. I'll try to come back with something else, y'all. Love you. Don't, look, I know I missed out on Sunday. You always see me on Sunday, but one good thing I can tell you. I went ahead and we exchanged our cable box, so my cable is working good, and that's why you didn't see me last night. I was vegging on Married to Medicine. I was able to watch every episode and the reunion, so I was happy about that. So I took that Sunday like Jesus and took that day for myself, because I just needed a day for myself. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks you. I can't even speak. Thank you for all your support, you guys. And thank you for those who just subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And my damn phone going off. God dang it. As I was saying, because I was so rudely interrupted by my phone, thank you new subscribers, and thank you the people who've been with me from the very beginning. I really appreciate you guys. Like I say, if you knew, it takes me forever to answer my damn comments, but I do. Trust me, I do. And for those of you guys that think I'm like a counselor or therapist, I'm not. I'm not a counselor, not a therapist. I just worked in county mental health for 21 years now. My job is lead housing specialist. I find housing for the homeless and severe mentally ill. That's what I do. I do placement. That is my job. I am not a therapist by any means, nor do I want to be. So that's what I do, you guys. I'm not a case manager or a therapist. My job, I love it and hate it at the same time, because it's a very sad job, to say the least. So although I'm not a counselor, I have to do some counseling, which I don't really like that part. Anyway, that's enough of me. Don't be an asshole, you guys. Love you. Bye.
That's it. You think you want to, they're not going to come all the way down, huh?
It's